Hey guys, do you know what a pho is? Pho. Pho comes from the word pot au feu, which was actually a French name, which means a nice stew in which you have boiled beef primarily with vegetables and was eaten like a broth. Now the pot au feu comes from France, but as you know, the French ruled in a country called Vietnam. Yes, Vietnamese was a French colony, and that's when the French influence with an Asian touch created something which is called the pho, P-H-O. Now, at that time, primarily it was made with beef, but even now, the chicken version is getting very popular, okay? So what I'm going to do now, there are a few components to it. I'm going to be making a chicken pho today. Now, there are certain processes in this which I think makes this whole soup very ceremonial and very nourishing and very gorgeous, which has a lot of history as well. So the main thing जो pho का होता है वो उसका stock होता है, यानी कि in what the broth which you eat, in which you have noodles, we have a whole chicken there. So first things first, I'm going to be charring these onions along with some ginger, okay? Literally charring them till they go really brown, okay? Beautiful. So as these are being charred, I have a nice pot here in which I'm going to be actually making my soup, okay? Now, for my soup here, the main thing, the main idea is that, so in the soup is made actually with chicken stock. Now what I like to do, it's a chef thing, is that मैंने ये जो chicken bones है, in the chicken bones I have browned them in the oven. Simply, chicken bone, wash them really nicely. After that, put them in a tray, a little bit of halka sa oil, and then you actually brown these bones for about 20 minutes. You can even do it in a kadai or a pan, but you know, I prefer the oven. So this becomes the base of it. Now look at it. Now along with this, I'm going to be topping up with a little bit of aromats, जो spices जो जाते हैं. So we have coriander seeds here. We have some star anise, okay? And we have some cloves, okay? And we have some peppercorns, okay? I like to also put a bay leaf in it. I can even put maybe a cinnamon stick, okay? So these are my aromats here, okay? Now this, I'm just waiting for it to char, okay? Turn these over a little bit. And we are literally going to be roasting these off. Perfect. So once this is browning, let's do one thing. Let's make life easy. Let's start charring this there so that I can get on with my soup. So we have our basic things for our soup, into which we are going to be adding some lovely aromats to give some more body, to give some nutrition. So I've got some celery here with me. So I'm adding a little bit of celery here. Then some nice carrots here, beautiful inside here. I'm going to be adding a couple of lime leaves, just bruising them here, okay, beautiful. And then we're going to be topping this up with some water. Lovely, fantastic, job done. So this is our basic stock which is happening here. So you want to do a recap? Sure, let's do a recap. Brown bones, chicken brown bones from the chicken, nicely browned. A little bit of celery, a little bit of carrots, cloves, star anise, a little bit of cinnamon, cloves and coriander seeds. Beautifully done, nicely. I'm going to bring it to a gentle simmer. Now, so this is the broth. This is the main body of the pho, as they call it. Okay, so I'm going to be dropping a half a chicken here. Beautiful. And so we have this charred thing going on here. Nice. So this is what exactly we are looking for. Nicely charred ginger, nicely charred carrots here to add into our soup. Okay. So now let's add these lovely charred ginger and onions into our soup. It gives color, it gives a beautiful, deep, gorgeous flavor as well. Fantastic, fantastic. Lovely. Nice. Beautiful. So we have our ginger here, we have our onions here, we have all our spices, we have our protein, we have this lovely brown chicken stock. I'm just going to give it a very light stir and bingo. So we've got the soup going on. It's on a beautiful simmer, a good about an hour, hour and a half on a very slow simmer. The longer you cook it, the much better. But हमें सिर्फ अभी chicken पकाना है, आधा घंटा तो लग जाएगा. Then you can reduce the soup. There is no end to it. Now while all this is happening, I've got some water here in which I'm going to be actually boiling or blanching or cooking my Vietnamese rice noodles. So this recipe is absolutely gluten-free. It can be made vegan if you don't use any chicken or chicken bones. I would recommend mushrooms, broccoli, different kinds, any kinds of vegetables would you like. I already have some bok choy here because I love bok choy. I mean, you don't even have to really cook. And this particular bok choy, look at it. It's got very nice thin stems, which means that you hardly need to cook it. So literally while the noodles are cooked, I could even blanch it in this, or I could just blanch it in this and do it over here. It's that easy. I also have some bean sprouts here. I have some lovely basil leaves. I have some lovely lime leaves. So there's lots going on, guys. So we just skim off the soup here. So the soup is almost done. We're just going to have these rice noodles. We boil them for 3 to 5 minutes max. After that, drain them, ice cold water, boom, ready. Put it in a bowl, ready to rock and roll. Nice. Beautiful. Next, we're going to take some of our soup and we're going to strain it right here. Okay. So we've got this fabulous soup here. Fantastic. We're going to leave this here and we're going to switch this one off. It's time to strain. It's time to strain the noodles. Okay. So they need about 3 to 5 minutes of cooking, and the best part is that once they are cooked, all you need to do is drain them in ice cold water, add a little bit of oil, and you're all set. But we don't even need to put any oil because we're going to be using it instantly for our soup right now. Fabulous. Excellent. So now just to finish the soup, we have this lovely brown broth here. So we're going to add some lime leaves. We're going to be adding a little bit of fish sauce. Beautiful. Nice. Beautiful. We're going to be adding a little bit of lime, a little bit of sugar. Perfecto. So these are the seasonings, like almost like how you fix it up. The fish sauce gives umami, it gives salt, it gives a salinity to the thing. The lemongrass and the lime leaves. Going to be adding a little bit of salt. Beautiful. I'm going to bring this to a nice gentle boil. I'm going to be adding some bok choy in this as well. Beautiful. 4 or 5 leaves of bok choy. Nice. Some fresh basil leaves as well. So I'm finishing the soup inside as it is. Also, these are going to be served separately as condiments, which I will show you. So we have our soup base ready. Let's check out our chicken. Beautiful. So we have our chicken left as well. So guys, it's hot. You got to wait for it to cool. Really nice, succulent, beautiful. Guys, please wait for it to cool. I mean, I'm okay. This is nice and pink. So I'm just going to, I'm trying to use only the inside part, the white part. So we have this lovely chicken which is cooked already. We're just going to finely shred it. You can pull it, you can chop it, whatever you like to do. Delicious. Now it's time to plate it up. A little bit of bok choy here. Some gorgeous brown broth. Pho ga, as we call it. Beautiful. Okay. Some lovely chicken. Amazing. Some green sprouts. Nice. some basil. And if you want to do it a little spicy, we have some chilies here, so we could just some green chilies. A little more fish sauce here. A little more fish sauce. A little lemon, Johnny, and then for sure the two iconic sauces which go with it is a little bit of sriracha, and then we have some hoisin sauce with that. Awesome. Some cilantro, pho soup or chicken pho ready. Welcome to Vietnam. If you really like this recipe, do like it, do share it, and for sure I'm really waiting for your comments.